Run in with the Devil. Game 6 from Newark. Elimination on the line for the Devils. First shot at elimination of the Devils by the Canadiens tonight. This is our first of 2 chances to get it done in this, what's been a tightly contested series. The 2 goaltenders have, especially Kendall, has been on great display in the net in this series. Lars Eller has been the thorn in my side. I believe Eller has scored a goal in every game that he's played in this series. I've got a strategic masterclass, hopefully, on my mind as we enter this game. Hedman over the net. I've told each of my 4 lines to play completely differently from one another. So they're all gonna, it's a staggered approach from lines 1 to 4, and including my D pairs. Everyone's kind of, each line, each D pair has a unique identity that I want them to all play with throughout this game. Hedman cleans up. Do you see who just threw that off the post? That was Lars Eller. And the red medal comes to Fucale and my team's rescue already in this game. It went through the 5-hole, right through the wickets, cleaned up by Duchesne on the other side. That close to making it a 1-0 lead for the Devils. It seems like everything he touches in this series turns to gold. I'm about sick of Lars Eller. I might have to sign him. Is he a free agent? I don't know. We looked at it, I think, when the series started, how much the contract value. I know that he's making like $6 million. I think there's term on that contract, but I was going to say, I mean, if he's a free agent, do I have to just bring him back into the fold so we can't score goals on my team anymore? We got to get this puck to Murnus. That's tough. He gets laid out of that play. Harassed by Ming, coming back on the back check. Hishan over to Mateau, who's going to get stick checked off that puck by David Severson, the former Devil. It careens in front of Fucale. Will melt it down here. I didn't like where any of my players were, so we'll take that face-off more than happily. Oh, Damon Severson! He's not a Devil anymore. He unleashed the Devil inside after the whistle on that play. How many Devils puns can I make in this game? That's the new objective of this episode. It's not about winning the game and not about having a good gameplay, but it's about making puns, jokes about the Devils. And even further to that point, that song that just played is called Firewoman. Up to Kamayev, it's an icing on a delayed penalty against the Devils, so this should be... Interestingly enough, I think this is a neutral zone faceoff that's coming up here for both teams. However, the first power play does not go in favor of New Jersey. It goes to the Canadiens, a slash that is guilted to Adam Henrique. Yes, it is a neutral zone faceoff for us, near the D zone for the Canadiens. And Eller is out here killing penalties, by the way, something to take note of. That he is part of the PK situation for the Devils to begin. It's a slow start for our power play. Get the hell out of here, Lars Eller. My God, this power play, it can't even get... We just wasted a full 30 seconds. Do you know how much time that is in this game? That'll be blocked from Duchesne's one-timing opportunity. With a lot of moving parts. Monahan just underneath. Here you go. Nope. That was intended for Hedman. Now back Monahan. Wrister blocked. Well, the power play is seeing it pretty well right now. Monahan. Spread it out. Separate yourselves. Hedman. Bumped. Nudged. Further nudged. Saucer pass LeBlanc. Weird shot. Knocked down. Poked free by Pacioretty. That might be cleared by Larson. Unfortunately, there was no IQ from Sean Monahan. He could have easily kept that puck in. Saucer pass out to center ice. Pretty lazy play. They're going to make us pay. We're just being really lazy with the puck right here. I'm just taking this full house to the net. Never mind. Blum to Subban to Lipsburg's cleared. And that'll be it. Power play's not scoring. I'm going to drop this. What am I doing, man? What in the hell was that power play? Here you go. Severson. Oh, my God. What the hell is going on with Kudrowski? It's the AI player thinking he has to cover for you, so he ends up getting in the way. He goes, well, you're going to be aggressive with the defenseman, so I'm going to cover for your defenseman. And in the process, I'm going to get in the way of your defenseman so we can't make anything happen offensively. Kind of pissing me off. AI in this game does piss me off sometimes. It's a great game, don't get me wrong. And I think it's a game that was honestly ahead of its time. Looking back on NHL 14, it was definitely ahead of its time. And so too was NHL 2004. Both of those games that ended in the year 4 were ahead of their time. But this game also has its quirks. And I do have bones to pick with this game in certain areas. It's specifically with the AI and some of the skating is my biggest bones to pick with this game. But I can't really be too critical of a game that came out about 12, 13 years ago. Weiss, you're open. Unfortunately, man, everything's getting blocked. So the idea offensively is certainly there for my team. The execution, not so much. No one on the board? See, this is my problem. This is one of my quips with this game. Where's the support on the boards? I'm going to wrap it because I hope I have a defenseman there. I didn't. I actually helped the breakout for New Jersey, and that's a problem as well. Just really slow line changes. We'll get this up to LeBlanc. Now, Ming is not an option. I was going to drop it between the legs for Sukai Ming. Hedman waited forever to roll out. Now Stahl. These interchanges are pretty nice until LeBlanc went down low. He tried to go down low where a Devils player was covering him. I'm trying to really feather it offensively. I'm trying to be smart with the puck offensively, and I'm trying to be patient with it, but I'm really extremely limited by my AI teammates, and another possession is, again, AI teammate limited to start this game. At least we're forcing them to dump in. This is the most we forced New Jersey to dump in the whole series. So up and over, and stop, driving the back door, Monahan, and he missed it. I got to jump in here on Tuomainen. We had no choice. Hedman down low for Kamayev, kicked back for Hedman. Back down low, Kamayev. Eventually we'll work ourselves around this. Kamayev really patient, but an even better save by Kendall in the net. It's going to be up to Tamernis. Over for Hedman. He's going to open up. Back for Tamernis. Nice interchange there between those two. And it just flies right past Tamernis. Kamayev is covering for my defenseman. Kujawinski, toe drag move at center ice. We'll dump it in. If you don't like the play you have, dump it in. Yep. Clubbed out of the air. Duchesne. Kick for Ryan Kujawinski. We're just going to go for the wrap around. We hit the post. Same way that Lars Eller did in the earlier in this first period. We're still in the first period. Mind you, in front for two recipients on that play, both parties unavailable to receive that puck for the Canadiens. Strong effort in the offensive zone by the Habs. So how did we hit the post? Also through the 5-hole. It is a repeat of what Lars Eller did on the other side of the rink. A mirror image play. So I guess we're even now on post hit through the 5-hole on a wraparound. Was Eller's actually even a wraparound? I don't remember if it was officially a wraparound, but he that could have been a major. I freaked out for a second. I saw the hands come up from Weiss. Now, to be fair to Weiss, he's like 6'9". It's almost impossible to hit someone without your hands hitting them in the head. This is interference is the official call. I was sure that was going to be either boarding or checking from behind. I don't know how exactly that would be checking from behind, considering he didn't get him really in the numbers. We got to be on that, Patch. Ready? That was a wonderful play on Jordan Subban. So they're tight on their gap. I was going to do an up and over deke. We end up shooting it into Kendall's glove. However, it's a shot on goal. I can't complain too much. My plan is a forehand win and a quick shot from the point, but we lose out on that plan. We lose out on the draw as well. Carl Hagelin, great forecheck. Got to watch that stick. Severson will airlift it back in. When you have the puck on a PK, smart plays with it only. Kumala for Hagelin, return feed. They miss on the one-timer. There's a slash or a high stick. We got someone in the face. It is a high stick. Now, this is a penalty that I can agree with. Tuomainen, is it Tuomainen? Is that the name of the player that had that possession? He had it right by the side of the net. You know that those can squeak in, especially on Zach Fucali. It felt like a penalty you had to take. The brutal part of that penalty, the worst part about it is you just put your team at a 5-on-3 disadvantage. So there's a pump fake, drag, move around. I'm just freaking nasty with Matt Duchesne. That was an unbelievable skill play with the man disadvantage. 2-man advantage for the Devils. They give up a breakaway. Burned the defender, turned Jordan Subban's ankles inside out. as he slides it past Kendall on effectively a breakaway. That says everything about how this game's going to go. I feel really good about our team's effort with that Matt Duchene goal, which puts him into double-digit territory. I was starting to criticize Matt Duchene and the lack of a Conn Smythe-worthy effort through this point in the postseason. Wow, Hedman had it out for Eller on that play. He was looking for blood. If you cut to the middle here, you're going to get blood. Rebound batted out by Hedman. That'll be cleared of the blue line. I'm trying to get out of your way, Sean Monahan, so you can defend this, so we can all defend it. There's a good play on Eller. Stick lift attempt. Yep, melt it down right there. If you're Fucali, you take that whistle every time because Lars Eller is hunting. He is seeking another goal in what I believe to be a 6th straight game in the series with a goal if he scores tonight. If he scores. This song is really quiet, but there's a song playing and I genuinely don't know what it was. That's bad. We lost inside positioning. We had to take another penalty. We lost inside positioning. Hooking penalty. Well, this song isn't quiet. We know what this is. It's a Side Trance remix of the Spinning Cat meme song. We got 3 guys in the box. It's an ugly look for the Canadiens right now. Did we even kill off the previous 5 we didn't even fully kill off the previous 5-on-3 before we took that penalty. So how long are we going to be on a 5-on-3 here for? Because I got 3 men sitting in the box, all for minor penalties. All those guys sitting in the box are minor penalties. Oh, we were going to be gone. We would have had our second breakaway on this power play if we took that with Monahan. Blum off the blocker. Form a triangle. They'll get a goal. It is Hagelin. Carl Hagelin's been a thorn in the side in this series as well. But that's understandable. It was a 5-on-3 advantage. We did a good enough job getting through the kill. It's just a shame that Mark Stahl went and took that hooking penalty. There's kind of nothing you can do as well when your goaltender's flopping all over the ice. I mean, look at this. He falls on his butt cheeks, does a split. He's in the middle of doing a recovery to his feet. Yeah, you're going to get scored on every time, 5-on-3. The Devils are feeling good about themselves now. They got this game tied, but the real back-breaking play for them is giving up the Duchene goal. That hurts. You had a power play, and you couldn't shut Matt Duchene down, who's going to be out here looking to get another one. We got to be aggressive with these PK situations to a certain point. I think it's more beneficial for us personally. What were you shooting at? Jordan Subban having a rough night out here on the ice. I think to a point, it's more beneficial for us to play aggressive when we're shorthanded. Oh my God, Eller is always around these plays. He's making things happen out here. Yeah, and he continues to. Duchene, spin move. That was a right spin move. Up and over Deke. He bats it forward, at least kills the penalty off. Subban still has nightmares about the previous time he had to face down Matt Duchene. Go. Up to Stahl. I'm leading that into Duchene. Good stick on the play. Was that Subban? No, that was Larson with the intelligent stick play. Down to the final 2 in the period to go. I want to get this puck moving. I want to get it moving. I want to get it moving. And that's why we need to get that puck moving even faster than we did. Backdoor feed. It was on the tape of Brassard temporarily. Tuomanen skates it away. No more penalties for this period, or really for much of this game. I don't think we're done taking penalties for this game, but we need to really stay out of the box. Severson leads it along for Brassard. I'm going to cut back inside the blue line. And I knew I was going to drag it offside. It was ever so slight. It's very fine when you do that cutback move that close to the blue line. You don't have a whole lot of margin for error. And we certainly don't have a lot of margin for error on defense killing penalties. I don't know what's exactly going on with my AI penalty killers. We had 2 defensemen on the same side of the rink in the corner there on that PK situation. Now that almost went off the back of the net, off of drive the net, pick up the rebound. That almost went off of Kendall and into his own net, off of the dump in off the end boards. Go. Niederreiter, it's out of reach. That'll be the end of the period. No penalties. Oh, man. Just get out of the period. They're going to dump it on net. Fucali, you got to make that save. It's a pretty clean first period. Yes, we got scored on. It was a 5-on-3. We kind of got into penalty-taking trouble. That's going to happen against New Jersey. They're going to have shifts in this game. That was such a beautiful goal. I need one more look at the Duchesne goal. They're going to have shifts in this game where they're going to take over. It's just a matter of survival. They had 12 shots, not a surprise, taking into account all the power plays in period 1. We were limited to just 5. Now, that being said, we had a power play in that period. It was a pretty poor effort on that power play. We're a very patient team offensively. That's kind of been my thing in this series. I've wanted to wait out the New Jersey defense, see what they give us, and try to just get things settled offensively. We've got to dump this back in, make sure it at least gets beyond that blue line, cover off that weak side break-in as well. Subban's looking to skate it in from there. I would figure that eventually this puck would have been dumped in. Duchesne out to center. Pacioretty. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, robbery by Kendall. I can't believe my eyes. I thought that was a goal. That was a really well-made play. It was almost a tailor-made 2-on-0 for the most part. Hedman, you got to wrap up your man. Brassard's in there to help out. He fishes it from the corner. Ming. And now I'm going to skate the middle, and we'll go offside. So some knuckleball just went offside on that play. I was going to skate right down the middle. Saucer pass to the left, but we went offside. I needed a replay of this. I mean, it was picture perfect. Pacioretty made the exact ideal play. He passed it off to Kujawenski. He drove the back door, made himself available for the backdoor pass. He got it. It was just a better save. So tip of the cap to Kendall on that one. Skinner, another big hip check on the boards. We're going to saucer this. That actually reaches the Devils defenseman up there, Henrique. Pinned along the board. Severson in a scrum for the puck. This really is a battle. I got to get that puck moving. It's just got to get moving. Henrique back out point to Toibert. I accidentally played the puck. And now we just need to clear. Just get it as far as center ice. That's what I told you. It's a matter of survival. They're going to get shifts where they're going to hem us in. And we're going to have it's going to be a battle the whole night long. Up top, Terminus, T into one. It's horrendous because the point guys are missing so often. You taking him? I'm taking the middle away. I got it with Severson. I'm taking the middle away. We got to watch the back door. I did a really good job of paying attention to that back door, didn't I, on that play? Wonderful job. Spin move, half spin. Nope, I'm going to play that down low. Oh, yeah, get beat. Get beat, son, and the net will come off. Irwin, he didn't like that I beat him with that play. That was really nice. That was kind of smooth, I got to admit. A soft little saucer pass to play it away from the defender. And then my idea after that was to take it hard to the net, which we quite literally did. Got a little bit of help from Irwin to take it hard to the net. Took it a little too hard to the net. There's the deflection. If you're going to get that deflection, you intentionally, with the defenseman, have got to aim low. It's a way more accurate shot. I'm going to just fling that. Pacioretty, there's your support. Duchesne was there. It was a little slow getting to him. Do I want to play that off? It doesn't matter if I do, because I did. Kujawenski, it'll bank out the center ice. Duchesne right on the blade for receiving purposes, but he's offside. New Jersey's a frustrating team to play. I don't know if that's come through in the gameplay, but they are a very tough team to play. This has been a well-earned 6 games to this point in the series. Will it go 7? Well, that's what we're playing this game to find out, if a 7th game is necessary and required between these two squads. Really aggressive forecheck, but all 3 forwards were at least within the tops of the circles. That's a clean play by Weiss. Remember, he got penalized in the first period with a similar hit on the boards. He's got to just watch himself when he makes those collisions down low. Nice play, Vovoda. Good play, but they keep it. Begers fronted that puck. We got to sling it as far as the neutral zone, so it does reach neutral ice territory. Vovoda's in. Pump fake. Save. Back up top. Where is Begers? He wasn't paying attention. That could have been multi-opportunities on the net. I know I got someone up there in the neutral territory, but it is a turnover sent back in by New Jersey. The frustrations continue. I'm going to wrap it. LeBlanc, punch it off the boards. Ming, it was a really weird angle. Ming was there. Where do I go with this? Not up the middle, but I've chosen to do so anyway. If I gain it, stay on side. Poked back in by Kudrowinski. It's just so hard to get anything going. So I have one forechecker right now. Yes, I think we've made a wholesale change. Forwards and D all made a change on that play. Dump in. Well, now you have to. Help out, Pacioretty. Your defenseman did not collect that puck. Oh, man, it's little things like this. It's going to lead... It's going to lead to a goal because Zach Fucali doesn't know how to stand on his feet in this game, apparently. Holy crap, guys. What are we doing? Both defensemen just, they look like they're new to this sport. They look like they don't know what they're doing out there. I'm saucering that. And you just got to skate into it if you're Kamayev. That's fine with me. He's going to try to win a battle against Subban. He does actually win that through hard work. He won that battle. Henrique, just piss off. I'm telling you, I want to punch Henrique in the face with a brick right now. How's that not a penalty? Of all the things that could be a penalty in this game, that should have been like a charge. There's no way that he didn't charge into that hit. He loaded it up. That hit kind of, I feel like that hit's kind of, you know, it might have a seismic impact on this game, potentially. Watch the Devils get a lot of momentum off that big body check. Of course, the puck is bouncing down there. I told you, there it is. There's your seismic impact. It's a goal from Mateau. Right after the Henrique hit at the blue line. We go to fish it out of the, it's bouncing. We go to pick it up. They center it in front. No one is able to pick up Mateau. Just wonderful play all around. It's not my fault. That was a puck physics thing more than it was a breakdown on our team's part. That was a puck physics thing. So we're behind in the game for the first time. We trail, but I'll say this, at least Lars Eller hasn't scored the goal. Oh my God, Vovoda was open. I can't believe they got a piece of that pass. Vovoda was so an option. They were flying. I don't feel any guilt taking this penalty. Now, I will do this. I'm going to try this diamond PK out against New Jersey. We may need a defensive adjustment, but yeah, the puck was just bouncing around all over the place, as it has been for the entire game. It's just been, the puck has looked like a tennis ball more than it's looked like a hockey puck. So we're playing from behind, and we're back on the PK, an all too familiar situation in this game. Pacioretty, you can't skate before the puck has reached you. I mean, or I guess you can. Woo! That was almost nice. Who am I to tell Pacioretty what to do? He almost scored a goal on that. I got to give it up to my forwards. They have had beautiful hands in this series. They've looked great on the special play. What are we doing? Ted and B. You know shot's coming. You just got to get in the lane and block it. I'll take that. That's a clear effectively. Is he going to whistle this down? He will. We're not halfway through the penalty kill yet. Not officially. D-to-D swing. Shot. Oh, it went in clean. Mark Stahl, shorthanded, has tied the game. Well, that was we made that so quickly as well. We didn't hesitate on making that D-to-D pass. Hedman to Mark Stahl right here. Boom, win the faceoff over. Quick shot. I don't know if there's any traffic or it just beats him clean. It was a perfectly aimed shot into the top corner. Of course, the camera angles that EA are giving us are horrendous. These are the worst camera angles I've ever seen for a replay. But both goals for the Habs in this game have come shorthanded to tie it. That levels it at 2. We continue on the PK. Maybe just take penalties tonight. That might be the new play. Nope, you shut Lars Eller down if you can. Absolutely. All right, Pacioretty. I talked about our beautiful special hands in this game, but not quite enough on that one. Nope, Hishon, he's been dealt a physical punishment in the form of Mark Stahl, the goal scorer. Old Pacioretty, you may have just taken a penalty. He did. I didn't mean literally we need to play the whole game shorthanded, Max Pacioretty, you goofball. We still haven't touched it, which is fine with me because it avoids the 5-on-3 that inevitably we're going to go on. Mark Stahl has some more punishment to dish out. He's going to send these Devils players to another realm. I'm telling you what, I'm going to send Max Pacioretty to another realm in a moment if he takes another bonehead penalty like that. So what happened with Pacioretty, if you didn't see it, he tried to start a fight because I was trying to pin someone along the boards up there near the bench. And that's why he's penalized for unsportsmanlike. So if you're wondering what that deal is all about. Oh, that's a tripping penalty. Yes, it is. That'll put us at 4-on-4. Where I think we have scored a goal in this series at 4-on-4. I think we've been pretty good at 4-on-4 in this series. This might favor our team here. I saw an opportunity to skate it with Kujawenski, which is why I did the spin move. Just try to create any kind of space for yourself on the breakout. I was pretty successful, I think. So the Devils caught a little flat-footed. That's why they took the penalty. And this 4-on-4 period will go by in a blazes because it goes through fast. The 4-on-4 play expires quickly because we have a faster time scaling. We have a slow time scaling when one of the two teams has a normal, 2-minute power play off to Niederreiter. That'll be a cut drag across. Okay, we'll drag ourselves back offside. I'm going to drop this now to the point. It's my only option. Shot. Blocker save. That was really an accurate one. An accurate one, not inaccurate. Just for clarification, because my pronunciations are garbage. Begers should have had that. Kumala tripped up. Big block by Tamernas, but we've been a little flat-footed ourselves. 1 second of 4-on-4. So that'll help us kill a little bit of this inevitable power play the Devils are going to get here. One stick check missed. The second stick check completely gathers the skates of Kumala, drawing the tripping infraction. These penalties tonight for our team have been pretty ugly. It's something we got to fight through. Got to block it. Got to try. Go, Voivoda. It'll be... No. They kept it on side. That's big because now everyone for my team is gunning it to get out of this zone. Now I'm going to clear. I've seen enough. We tempted fate way too many times right there. Voivoda, I'm sorry. LeBlanc checked himself into the boards. Totally missed his man. Hedman did not miss his man. Did they call a penalty on that? They did not. That'll be one deke up to LeBlanc. What a pass. Boom. Boom. Okay, I was going to hit it back to LeBlanc. That would have been nice. We look dangerous with a man disadvantage. I would decline the power play, New Jersey. I just would. Ooh, watch that back door. Watch that feed at the point. There it is. Oh my goodness, man. My team is really starting to piss me off. We got a dog, Lars Eller here. He's so dangerous when he has the puck on his stick. This was an AI player who took it. It's going to be Mark Stahl. I thought it was holding as the indication from the referee. Yeah, it is. I didn't do that either. That was definitely an AI player. Obstruction holding. Just why? You're killing a penalty and I know that it's a flurry in our D zone, but why? Just such a unnecessary penalty right there. Tuomanen cannot keep the zone. There you go, Duchesne. Hop all over this. Of course, we're going to get pinned to the boards. I'm helping you out, Duchesne. I'm helping. Look at Max Weiss. He's so big. You can't even imagine knocking him off the puck. Floated back in by Duchesne, which is actually a smart play. We were in a pickle right there. Every time we go for a stick check, man, this game wants to punish the hell out of my team for taking an opportunity for a stick check. Shot off the rush here. Oh, I don't mind if I do. He had trouble making that glove save. Flat-footed. I can't get flat-footed with Weiss. He'll get beat around the outside. Monahan, you got to interrupt this. Larson blocked by Pacioretty. Big stick lift there. Who's watching the back door, man? It's an interesting sentence. Up at the point. Subban with the deflection. I'm playing that. Oh, I shouldn't have. Get it out. Oh my goodness, man. Living the fight another day on these penalty kills. If Ted and me scored, I'd be so pissed off. Just a horrendous display of defense in that whole period. And I know we're killing off penalty after penalty galore, but I don't even know what we're trying to do on defense. It's a miracle that we have this game tied right now. It's all down to Zach Fucale's goaltending. And do we get a better look at the Mark Stahl goal? We still don't. We get that same crappy camera angle. Well, the shots are actually 23 shots to 14 in favor of the New Jersey Devils through 2 periods of play. And I want to guess 7 or 8 power plays. Where's my power plays? The Devils can only take a penalty that makes it 4-on-4 instead of giving me a power play. That's the convenience for New Jersey in this game, is they can take that penalty that makes it a 4-on-4 situation. That was a neat breakout, and this is a neat move by Matt Duchene. He's around the bin. Almost got tripped up there by Larson. I'm going to do a little cutback. Now back to the point, down low. Kudrwinski. Stick lifted, and despite all that, we're not going to get a shot on goal. That looked really clever until it didn't. Fork lifted toward the board there. Kudrwinski's spin move has him in a pickle. What a shot, but not a save. I thought that would have been a save at first. Hagelin's been destroyed. You know, that makes up for the play that they made with Adam Henrique in the last period. That'll be forced along. Irwin's going to send that along the board. Spaling looking for the breakout number. Rink wide Mateau. These passes are incredible by the Devils. Unbelievable display of passing. That was a big hit on the boards there. LeBlanc picks it up. There's your help. Brassard. I can dance with this guy. I can dance with these guys. There's a cutback move. Down low for Brassard. The spin was so unnecessary. Any kind of game you want to play, New Jersey, I can play it. I can play any kind of game you want to play. I'm trying to take that DDD pass away. I was really giving an effort. Mateau's shot is cranked wide. Tamernis forces it with one hand for the play by Kamayev. We're going to turn up the engines here. Horrible deke. Horrible deke. Some of these turnovers in these games have been pretty tough. I'm just trying to get some open space. Open ice against this Devils defense is hard to come by. It is hard to get it. You're going to earn any open ice chances you get on the goaltender. That's why it's kind of, I think the game winner for our team, it's either going to be a point shot or it's going to be a gritty goal. I've called it now. Teravainen, please pay attention. These saucer passes do nothing for us if you don't at least try to play the puck. I mean, we did kind of put it out of reach for him on that pass as well, but you got to present yourself as an option. I don't like what I'm seeing. I'm pulling this back. Should we dump this in? Vovoda's slow. I'm going to just do a saucer pass. Cut back. Oh, it should have gone low 5-hole instead. I shot blocker side, and on purpose. That's actually where I aimed that shot. Up the boards. Boom. Boom. And you're broken out of the zone. Now, can I do... I didn't want to dump that in. I don't care about the battery. I'm taking a run. Just a gentle nudge to free that puck up. There's the cutback move in front. Monahan, not LeBlanc. That'll be the end of that possession. That's the most threatening we've looked on a shift in a while. Maybe for the whole game. Inch close, man. Kendall is such a good goaltender. I got to give it up to this goalie. He's the toughest we've faced in a while. I think the toughest goalie that I've run into in a GM mode playoff series was, I forgot the name, Eskalainen with the Winnipeg Jets back when we played the Stanley Cup Final. Whoa, that was a multi-pinballing direction shot. And we still didn't score on it. There it is. Set it up. Set it up, boys. There's no defenseman there to help. There's no help at all. I'm sorry, Fucale, there's no help. He made the save. What are we doing? What the hell are we doing with the defense? There it is on the platter. Duchene. What happened? What were these last couple of shifts in this game? Oh my goodness, Matt Duchene that close. Who had the breakaway? Who do we give that breakaway up to? I just about wet my pants on 2 different occasions. That was, it was almost from a nightmare to a dream. A chance for a Devils goal on one end, a chance for a Canadiens goal on the other. We'll take the whistle. That would have been the goal call. That would have been the goal call if Duchesne could have scored on that. I don't know. I need a replay of that Fucale save. I'm going to need a replay of that save at some point. I thought he had Fucale totally beat. Everyone on our team was beat with that play. I still don't know who had it. Oh, Stahl, he couldn't hold on to it after he did the windmill. That's pretty weak sauce, bro. Down low for Niederreiter. He couldn't shovel it on. Back up top, they're collapsing on all of us. Kamayev scores, he shuffles it. He didn't score. I almost did. I wanted him to. I believe in you. Henrique's offside. Man, this has been such a competitive series. It's been great. This has been my favorite series that's going to go on the whole channel. I love these moves by Kamayev. He got the inside positioning on the defender. I don't think it was Tuomanen that had the breakaway for New Jersey. I'm going to have to look through their lineup and figure out who that was. I thought he had him beat. He did have him beat. It's like I said, he had everybody fooled on that play. He just couldn't get it past Fucale. It was a better save. You got... Oh! I didn't think that was going to go in. What a move by the Sukai Ming Legend Master. He does a loose puck deke into a slap shot. Look at this. Deke. Slap shot. It's past you. You're burned. The Singaporean Sidney Crosby. Or as I have called him on occasion, Sidney Crosby Asian Man. And he comes through with a goal that has given the Habs a lead. With 9 minutes to go, what a horrendous turnover. There's been 2 times at a minimum in this series where a turnover for New Jersey in the D zone has led to a puck in the back of their net. We're in a spot of bother here with Teravainen. Puck's up to Vovoda, rink wide back for Teravainen. We'll slap dump this so we can go forecheck. All right, now the team's going to have to start feeling it. And no more penalties. I'm tired of seeing my defensemen get caught flat-footed through the neutral zone. Just wrap it up on the boards. Just wrap it up on the boards. Yeah, that shot's going to get through, but it's going to be blocked. I'm going to flip it on the backhand. Brian Kudrwinski. Yep. That'll be a penalty. And I was trying to do something to get around the defender. We actually end up drawing an infraction on the fake Sidney Crosby Asian Man. Sidney Crosby Asian Man wannabe. He looks just like Sukai Ming. Radek Kayanik. So Kayanik with a potentially costly penalty for New Jersey as they try to climb their way back into this game following the Sukai Ming goal. If Fucale decides not to play this, which really does put my defenseman in a spot of bother, especially considering who else was that on that play but Lars Eller himself, Duchesne. Is this up? Well, it's offside. I was going to say, is it up and over Deke time? It is not up and over Deke time. Okay, this is going to give me the replay of the breakaway. I guarantee we're going to see that save. Deflection by Eller, big save. Oh, he just did dive to get a pad on it. Unbelievable save. Still don't know who had the breakaway. Oh, we've got a Let's Go Devils chant in here. I was trying to listen for what they were saying. Let's go Devils. Well, they need to rally their team on here late. Okay, I'm looking for... Stop spinning. Stop spinning, Hedman. You're not a superstar in that way. Oh. Ah! Oh, that looked... Tell me that didn't look clean for a power play. Holy crap, that looked great. Now Duchesne. Bump Deke to the outside. Oh, I am feeling this game now. Kicking it down low. I got to get my help. Monahan. Okay, weird angle twister. That'll be saved by... I forgot the name of the goaltender. How did I forget the name of the goaltender? Very professional. Very professional here. Do not give Eller an open ice opportunity. Could you imagine if it was Eller that had that breakaway earlier in this game? I'm just going full head of steam. Boom. Okay, you didn't need a pump fake there, Pacioretty. You needed to do an actual deke. Oh, please, my goodness, sweet daylights. That bounced right in front of Fucale. There's one move. LeBlanc feeds it along for Ming. Up to, well, that was supposed to go up top. Thanks, Kudrwinski, for intercepting my pass. LeBlanc, it's down for, okay, we're going to cut back up top at the point. I want to feed it down low. I'm seeing this play really well. Ming, and it's just saved with the shoulder. Ming's got to get himself open. I'm going to turn and fire this one myself. Blocked. Skate into this. Separate Skinner from the puck. You got to stay hungry. I want this so bad. We're down to the last 4 minutes. We have these guys right where we want them. Just finish the job. These dump-ins scare me. Slow him down. Eller's going to have, he's going to have one last go in this game. He is. That's off the outside of the net. Pin it. Great play, Severson and Duchesne. All right, so you got 3 to beat. He's not going to beat anyone. Not with those kind of dekes. The puck bounces up for Hagelin. Man, why are we so consistently flat-footed? Severson run into Hagelin. He tried. That is Kayanik blocked down. In my wildest dreams and fantasies. Come on, Kujawenski. We're just a little slow when we really need it the most. Oh, Kayanik with a great interception. This game comes down to the nitty-gritty. In the late stages of this game, Hedman, he's on it first. It pops out in front. Kamayev, this is a great intercept over the head of Kayanik. Or actually, that's Irwin. Kayanik is supporting Irwin on this play. LeBlanc kicks it down low, back for Niederreiter. Out of the corner. Niederreiter played up top for Hedman. Back for Niederreiter. We need a deke here. Shuffled on. Back up top. Down low for LeBlanc. It's going to be out of the corner. Sukai Ming in the middle. Niederreiter to one knee and over the net. Last 45 to go. The Devils need the goaltender pull. LeBlanc is going to prevent this. Throws it back in. Smart play. Oh, no penalties. I went hunting for that poke check. With that poke check. I'm so nervously gripping this stick. This left thumb stick. They can't even get out of their own zone to get the goaltender pull. Tell me, is Eller on the ice? Tell me right now. Pacioretty, it's bouncing. It's Henrique. Up to Bertrand. This is going to put the game away. Boom. Wrister, and it's home. We're going to the Stanley Cup final. As soon as we scored that Sukai Ming goal, I knew it. I knew that Sukai Ming had put us in the Stanley Cup final. And there it is. The Habs are going to win in 6 games. We finished the deal on New Jersey's home ice. What a game, what a series. Hats off to the Devils for a really, really well-played series. This was a genuinely entertaining series with the AI. I believe it was Ted and B for New Jersey that had the breakaway to answer my own question. I'm just going to airlift it. Well, if that isn't the icing on the cake for this series. Kendall gave up on the game. Damon Severson, welcome back to New Jersey, with Eller on the ice. 5-hole dump-in goal. He just lost it. He lost it in the lights. What a bad goal. I didn't think that was going to go in, so we do extend the lead 5-2. We got more insurance, baby. Well, I'll be damned. To top it all off. We win the series. We win the Prince of Wales trophy. We have a center ice goal on a dump-in. And this was just like I said, this was a brilliantly played series with New Jersey. I don't think I've ever had so much fun battling it out with the AI for a best of 7. And Lars Eller, he goes scoreless for the first time in the series, I think. I don't think that he had a single game up to this point without a goal in this series. And we will go on to find out, are we facing the Blues? Or can the Coyotes get it done? Can they come back in that series? I know Duchesne doesn't want to touch it, as is tradition. He never wants any part of touching the Prince of Wales trophy because, again, there is better hardware to be won by this Canadian squad. We are back, baby. Well, it's a Stanley Cup final rematch. I didn't want this. I didn't want it to be the Blues. I wanted the Yotes, but we've already met with the St. Louis Blues in the Stanley Cup Final. We played them in the Season 8 Stanley Cup Final, and of course we were victorious. Was that the last time that we were actually? That was the last time, was it not? That was the last time we won a cup. So the last time we were victorious was over the St. Louis Blues. They do have Jordan Binnington on this squad, who is on an impressive run in the playoffs. I believe he is one of the top save percentage. He is one of the top save percentages in the NHL. But then again, Peter Kendall was right there with a 9.15 and a 2.68 GAA. That is 6th among goaltenders in the playoffs. But Jordan Binnington might as well just be on another planet, and I still can't believe it. Markstrom had a 9.37 and a 1.98. They were eliminated by Ottawa in the first round. So it all comes down to this: Blues, Habs, and this is the tree on the east side of the bracket to show you how we've got here, how we got it done. In 5 games over Toronto, 4, a complete sweep over the Ottawa Senators, and a 6-game amazing series with the New Jersey Devils that I really, for a moment there, thought Eller was going to rally that team on to a Game 7. I thought he was going to help carry that team to a Game 7 and to a series victory to that point. It never happened for them. He goes scoreless, like I said, in the Game 6. The Blues, on their side of the bracket, over the Coyotes in that West Final. But going back, they go through Nashville in 7, a sweep in the second round like we did over the Anaheim Ducks, and they take care of their own business in 6 games over the Coyotes. Really tough that Coyotes team is unable to reach the final. I wanted to see Loic Arnaud, one of my created players, up close and personal in the final. I wanted to see Connor McDavid up close and personal in the Stanley Cup Final. It may still yet happen in the future, but as for now, we're worried about the present and this series that's upcoming with the Blues. Obviously, we're going to take a look at this St. Louis roster at the beginning of the next episode.